Walking on eggshells, what grief really looks like after a DUI death. Victims fighting for justice. They want me to be silent. They want me to smile, nod, and pretend everything is fine. Who are they? They're the people who weren't affected. The ones who didn't bury their child. The ones who get to move on while we fight to survive. But I'm not fine. My son is dead because someone got drunk, got behind the wheel, and the system gave him a deal. And now, I'm the one walking on eggshells. Because talking about justice makes people uncomfortable. Because speaking the truth offends those who never lost a child. People would rather I smile instead of speak and scream. But pretending doesn't bring my son back. And it sure won't save the next one. Well, I'm done tiptoeing. This is for every victim who has been told to get over it. It's been 6 years, get over it. You need to get on with your life. For every parent choking on grief while the world talks about birthday parties, promotions, graduations, weddings, grandchildren, holidays with family. None of those things will ever be a part of my life. No more shared birthdays, no more future, just silence and a grave. I have a life sentence. Well, he gets a plea deal. I didn't choose this fight, but I'm in it for life. If you're tired of apologizing for your grief, if you're sick of pretending just to survive, this is the space for you. You don't have to walk on eggshells here. Hi, I'm Sara Raney. I lost my son to a drunk driver, and ever since that moment, I've been walking on eggshells, not because I'm fragile, because the system is, because the world around me can't handle my grief, my truth, or my struggle for justice. Why do victims have to tiptoe around the people who didn't lose anybody? Every conversation feels like a trap. I mention YouTube, and suddenly I'm being too political. I bring up a law and people freeze. But guess what? We victims live and breathe politics. Not because we want to, but because our lives were shattered by people who made poor choices and by the systems that let them escape and keep on doing it. They want us to smile, like we didn't bury our child. They want us to move on, like we weren't given a life sentence. They want us to talk about anything else, anything but the truth that makes them uncomfortable. But how can I be happy when I lost everything that day? I lost my son. I lost his future and mine with him. Happiness. Everything. That I wake up every day to silence and shattered dreams. What am I exactly supposed to be happy about? That I'm alive? That the man who murdered him, yes, murdered, got a plea deal that benefited him? A deal he only received because I fought like hell, like a mama bear. Because I became a mama bear they couldn't ignore. I showed up in courtrooms they didn't want me in. I asked questions they didn't want to answer. I refused to shut up, even when they tried to silence me. They didn't offer that deal because he deserved it. They offered it to get me to back off, but I didn't, because my son deserved justice. And I'll never stop fighting for it. Meanwhile, I'm sitting across from someone beaming about their big, beautiful family. And I'm just trying to hold it together. Because all I have now is silence. No holidays, no milestones, no future plans. Just loneliness and a void where my life used to be. A drunk driver didn't just kill my son. He killed my future. and handed me a life sentence. I shouldn't have to apologize for fighting for my son. But in today's world, I'm told to watch what I say. Because justice has become a political landmine. Because somehow demanding accountability makes people uncomfortable. Laws are written, yes, but they mean nothing without honest, courageous people willing to enforce them. And too often, the ones in power are more interested in headlines, donations, than in victims. So I speak carefully because this system would rather silence a grieving mother than confront the truth. I'm not ashamed to bring up the laws, victims' rights, or broken court systems. I shouldn't have to apologize for standing beside other victims, for speaking the truth. They're too scared or too broken to say out loud. I'm not the problem. The silence is. I shouldn't have to pretend I'm okay just to make others comfortable. I shouldn't have to walk on eggshells, especially when it's my life that was shattered. If you're watching this and you feel like you're walking on eggshells, just know you're not alone. You're not talking too much. You're not making it political. You're surviving something that has torn your whole world apart. Something that no parent should ever have to live through. They don't get to label your grief. They don't get to shame your voice. You're not dramatic. You're living through the aftermath of a nightmare and still standing. This is why I create this channel, because victims deserve a voice. And I'm done whispering to protect the feelings of those who didn't lose everything. So if you're out there walking on eggshells, tiptoeing through your own grief just to keep others comfortable, come stand with me. Let's stop pretending. Let's stop being quiet. Let's shatter the silence that they expect us to endure, because we already lost too much to play nice. I am Sara Raney, the mother of Dr. Kenley Gene Raney, who lost his life to a drunk driver. Thank you.